Now for the finishing touches, I'm going to come back and I'm going to add my felt tip and my pen, ink pen. Here's what I'm using. It's a Papermate Flare, and then I'm also going to use a Micron Font 8, but you get to choose as you wish. I've tried to let this dry a little bit. There's still some wet down on it, and I'm going to start to punch it out. See if I can get a promo piece out of this. Okay, so I'm going to start my sketching technique, and I think I'm going to hit along the horizon between the mountains and the sky. And I will look at some resources of some of the things. I'll show you what I look at, what I'm looking at. Trying to find something of the details of the Book Cliff Mountains behind. And so the closest picture I've come across is this one. And so I'll take some of the treatments that I see coming off of this particular photograph, I mean, and just going kind of quickly, I'm going to hit some of the important elements as I continue to stare and examine what the temple looked like. I can add some more details and also get that darker line to punch things out. And I can even go over the watercolor, trying to call out the significant details, continuing to pull out the little details. I got the fence going. Now I'll work on some of the stairs and just keep layering, adding all these little parts. And this pen is starting to die out, so it will help me to be my gray value. What's nice about some of the ink is that it does start to bleed out, so you could actually use that as part of your process. Have to rinse off though. So I'm going to probably flip this canvas over, work on the sky some more, get my blues, come back in with dark blues and shades, a few things open. Temple Valleys have very nice gardens, so we'll try and include that in our rendering. Okay, then we'll try and flip this over. This could be a little dangerous, so let's see. We're going to try and deepen up the sky. It's not watercolor paper, so if I get into a bind, I'll have to come back with some tissue paper to pick up the excess water. But I'll treat it like watercolor paper, meaning I can keep it moist, not a completely wet sponge, but enough to draw water. Now, if I was going to cut this out, then I would just get kind of messy, like just do stuff like that. But I'm probably going to leave this in my sketchbook and just crop it when I take my digital. So I can kind of lead paint down. And then while it's all still wet, I'll come back and keep adding some blue. So this is a little different from the wash because I'm just coming in wet on wet, and I'm not being overly concerned about the bead on this kind of painting. Just want to call out attention to some of the details, and then probably flip back over, get in here with some ochre, get some of those ochre mountains in the back, and they trail off as we get close to the structure, and then farther away we'll add more to it. Kind of the process that I have done here, and it shows you. Probably planning really helps when you're getting this done. And maybe there's a few more reds. Nice flowers happening in the background, keep it lively. I have one figure I've added there. Let's see if we can embellish. I don't want that figure to be lonesome, so let's add one more person. Yeah, going to the temple. And then we can pull out last, we're working our way to the really darks. And we're going to get some darkened inches. The only thing that's not really working for me is this tree in the foreground. Maybe I have to go super dark. Maybe that's my last move. This is kind of my process for now. This is kind of how I approach things until I learn more and grow more as an artist. Uh, Pretty happy with it. So we'll give it a signature and 24. Great. Well, that's pretty good. So then we'll do a quick frame. Okay, see what we got. It's pretty good. It could probably go darker, but at this point, I'm pretty happy with it. So I will stop here. And thanks for watching.